Welcome back to Cricket Pulse by LGW. I'm George, and today it's just a two-man booth. Will is handling some family commitments tonight, so he's watching from the sidelines. Loy, I hope you've had your coffee because we just witnessed a record-breaking heist in the new Chandigarh.
George, I don't think coffee can even touch the adrenaline I've just got after the finish. I think I need some spirits, to be honest. 222 chased down with balls to spare. Rajasthan Royals just snapped Punjab's unbeaten streak in the most brutal way possible. And we saw it coming. We said it yesterday, and
Yeah.
it happened.
It was one of those matches that I've been waiting for. It was sensational. From Hulk smash by Marcus Stoinis to the composure of Donovan. We've got it all. Plus, we'll be looking ahead tomorrow to a clash at Wankhede between
Struggling.
jittery Mumbai and a red-hot SRH. Let's dive straight in.
Dive in.
Right, so the Punjab Kings were put into bat first. What do they call the stadium? Some Maharaja...
Yadavindra Singh Stadium.
Oh, Yadavindra Singh Stadium, yes. They were the only unbeaten side left in the competition. And for 90 overs of their innings, it looks like the streak was safe. Trust me. It was clinical from Punjab. You can't fault them.
Absolutely, George. And I think Prabhsimran Singh, what a start. As always, him and Priyansh Arya got them off to a flyer. Prabhsimran 59 of 44, and fireworks came from Priyansh as usual. 29 of 11 balls. Beautiful start. Cooper Connolly came after Priyansh Arya left. Made a partnership with, again, Prabhsimran Singh. 30 of 14. But I think, George, that is all right, but then we'll have to talk about the final act because it didn't look like Punjab would score 200 or they would get close to 200, but then...
it was Stoinis act. It was like, like I said, Hulk smash. Literally, he went bonkers. 62 from 22. He took the final over apart. 4 sixes, mate. And Punjab, it was a magic number. 222 for 4 at that point. Atmosphere was electric. I was taken aback. And I thought my prediction might go wrong. But I did count on our little 15-year-old boy who didn't disappoint us.
He didn't blink, right? He didn't blink. He got in there. Nope. And the response from Royals were absolutely fantastic. It was like a great heist, right? They came in there. Yeah. Vaibhav got off to a flyer as usual, and he put on a show. And I think first 3 overs, they were 51 runs. 3 overs and 51, and it was like that innings from him almost took the game away from Punjab. And once he fell, Yashasvi Jaiswal just started from where he left off, right? And 51 of 27, Sooryavanshi 43 of 16, absolutely fantastic. A video game start, to be honest.
But to be frank, right? It looked like a RCB playbook because even though the wickets were falling, every guy who came in chipped in. Even captain. I mean, Parag was a very handy inning from Parag. Unfortunately, he got out, but he was looking in great touch today. Very positive. And I think Sooryavanshi set the scene, and then Jaiswal just steadied the ship, and the rest was, I think, I wouldn't say a cakewalk, but a rather a gentle stride than a struggle. But they did it, and it was really good to see RR come back to form and Punjab getting one game back. So now the fireworks that I'm waiting for is Punjab versus RCB. And that's going to be a battle for number one. That will be interesting.
It would be George. And I think we were talking about RR's middle order yesterday. We were saying they've not turned up for the show, and I think they've been left out. And again, they've come and they've proved that, and they had to do that right today, because if they had
Yeah,
to beat Punjab, they had to get their middle orders playing, and that's what they did. Donovan Ferreira, absolutely brilliant. 52 of 26, an unbeaten 77-run partnership with
crazy.
Shubham Dubey. It's not Shivam Dubey, but it's Shubham Dubey, another brilliant lad who played fearless. He was 31 and 12. Beautiful hitting again. He
Yeah,
smashed a few out of the park. Arshdeep was taken all over the park today. And again, if you look at the runs he gave today, he ended up with 68, which was about 17 runs and over in his four. Brutal. But that being said, that partnership really provided the platform what they needed to try and finish it off, and it was brilliant. And
but
kudos to RR.
but I'll
Well
tell you
done.
what. In between, Yuzvendra Chahal almost turned the game back into Punjab's favour. I mean, he was as usual, taking 3 for 33,
Six
36 something, 36, and that included Jaiswal and Parag. And
Parag.
for a moment, RR looked like they were slipping, but then, like you said, Shubham Dubey and Donovan Ferreira, uh, they changed the game. And it was the best part being Jadeja was yet to come. And if you look at it, Jadeja had a good game. He had a fantastic game with the ball. And
Paul.
usually when he performs with the ball, he always backs it up with the bat as well. So I was thinking he's going to come and finish the game. But to see that he didn't have to step in and the rest of them chipped in was really good for RR. Um, so so the top three look solid on the table, and but honestly, Ferreira's ice cold finish was a sight to behold.
Definitely, definitely. And again, I think this was the highest ever run chase, successful run chase in the new Chandigarh ground,
Hmm.
which now belongs to RR. But then absolutely dominating performance. And I think they needed that with the last game where they scored 224 and then ended up losing to SRH. I think they needed this win, and I think it was good to
Yeah,
try and chase a similar score today and get the win in the bag. Uh, Again, I think if you look at the table, George, it's kind of an uh, interesting in terms of where the teams are all put out right now, and I think it makes it for an interesting finish. We don't want it to be one sided, right? Again,
of course.
when I talk about in general IPL, we don't want to be one sided. If it's RCB, we would want to be one sided. But then I think it makes it a good mix to try and make sure the games are interesting. People are interested, so I think it's good to see that it's turning out that way. Again, the bottom teams are bottom teams. I think we don't want to talk too much about them, but then I think at least the middle and the top, it's that is a little bit of a shuffle which is going on. So it's good to see that.
Great. Talking about bottom teams, we've got Mumbai Indians tomorrow at the Wankhede and taking on Sunrisers. It's like this is massive. What do I say? Desperation versus momentum, sort of a situation. Um, it will be interesting what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. MI are languishing in the ninth place right now with only 2 wins in
Mm,
7 games. Things have not gone their way, the captain included. Meanwhile, as you told, SRH are on a streak. They're third. They've won 4 on the trot. If MI lose this, their playoff hopes are essentially on life support. So that's the case with MI.
I thought
Uh,
I thought it is already on life support. I mean, what more? They're
I think
in
it's
ninth base.
unplugging the life support. I would say that it's going to be.
I
um,
look. I don't think there's any way back for Mumbai. Um, you can literally write them off. There's no way Mumbai is coming into top four or anywhere near that. Um, I can. I mean, we can safely write them off now. Maybe they're playing for pride. Maybe this will be a good time for them to just,
Play freely, right?
probably invent new things, try different things, and whatever. In fact, they can just go play a blinder. Um, but you know what? In saying that, I'm missing Will, because I mean, we would have literally sat here defending
Hardik Pandya.
Pandya,
Pandey.
or in his words, Pandey. But that being said, I mean, it's gonna be a bouncy, short boundary, and fast outfield as well. So I'm guessing it should be another 200 plus score. But the toss, I think, will be crucial, because historically teams prefer to chase to avoid the dew, and the dew factor is huge in Wankhede. I mean, we've seen that before as well. A lot of people, even Kohli, struggled. Someone who's that fit in Wankhede because of the what do you call that? The dew factor. So, what do you
Again, I
reckon the
think
team's gonna look like?
it's going to be interesting. I think they would stick to Quinton de Kock from what we're seeing in terms of reports. Seems like Rohit is feeling better. But again, I
Mhm.
think they might end up playing him like they did with the other teams, where he'll act as an impact sub, most probably, and might be the role which Rohit needs to do as well. Because again, I don't think Hardik is really using him on the field in terms of using his knowledge or his experience over there. So Rohit can rather come and just have his back talk and then go back and chill out. That's what I feel is better for Rohit in a way, in terms of how Mumbai is performing right now.
To be
Suryakumar
honest,
Yadav.
I don't understand why. I still don't understand why Rohit's captaincy was take. I mean, just I don't even know what to say. It still doesn't make sense. You're struggling. I would rather just give it to Rohit and say, see what you can do, and he'll probably show you. But anyhow, on the other side, let's talk about the opposition. SRH look like they're on the
Trailblazing form, right?
yeah. I mean, they're on the bounce, and then I would like to see them tweak something. Travis Head has struggled. Look, so I would say let Ishant Kishan open with Abhishek Sharma. You couldn't ask for better informed batsmen to open for your side, and maybe Head comes down the order, maybe second or third down, and 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 then probably get some momentum, because I think this whole smashing it during the power play is not working for Head. Um, it's probably that could work on their favor. I mean, that's just a suggestion, but
Could be, George. I think again, sometimes some experiments work, some don't, and I think it's something which they can surely try, because Ishan is an opener. He opens the innings.
yeah.
There's no harm in Ishan and Abhishek going out and doing what they do, because they are in tremendous form. Both are in the range of the orange cap from SRH point of view, including Klassen. So
Hmm.
I think they can give it a shot. I think it's they're not going to lose anything. Uh, Even if he comes on and if he doesn't click, I think they've got Klaassen and the others to try and make up for it. Still gives me a feeling SRH is going to be that 60 plus runs in almost every power play at the minute. So I think they might end up doing the same thing over here as well. Uh, and again, I think the bowlers last game had a beating. Again, Praful Enjay and uh, uh, Shakib Hussain, I think all had a bad game, but then again, I think
Hmm.
everyone went for runs, both the sides. So I don't think that's going to be a concern. I think those lads are going to bounce back. Um, Ashwani Kumar from Mumbai, he's had a few good games, a fifer as well in one of the last games, or a four if I'm
Yeah.
not wrong. So I think he's one to watch out for as well, to try and pick some wickets. And I think we always want Bumrah to come back and bounce back and take some wickets, which he always does. He does his job, and he goes on and he does his thing. So I think uh, again, if they have to click as a unit, George, and I think we've been saying that, I think one performances or two performances, because if you remember, Quinton de Kock played a blinder of an innings, and they ended up being on the losing side. So I think it doesn't matter if there's individual performances. The team has to perform together tomorrow, and that's the only way they can try and get a win under the belt. It's not going to be a one-man show, and I think we saw that from today's RR's game as well. Everyone pitched in, everyone played their part, and that's how they can win a match. Once in a while, there are days when someone just goes out of the way and takes the game away, but then not with what MI is doing at the minute.
So here's the question: who do you think is going to win tomorrow? What's your prediction?
I think I'll go with MI for tomorrow, George, just to try and get another win in their belt, and just for some good vibes, sending some good vibes to their side, because of lads like Bumrah, Rohit Sharma. I love those lads. So I think for that sake, I'll say Mumbai tomorrow.
You know what? Funny you should say that, but to me, I have this uncanny feeling that Mumbai is going to win tomorrow. And I'm sure if Will is listening to this, he's probably he's probably having a wet dream. But but in all honesty, I have a feeling that MI will pull this off. But you know what? At the end of the day, I hope somebody humbles Hardik Pandya down, and I just want to see Pandya, the player, play his natural game. I want to see Sky come good. These are all fantastic players. Who, I mean, especially Sky. I don't know why he's struggling for form, because he's Mr. 360 for India. I just don't understand what's going on. Anyhow,
Exactly. I think we love to see these lads play again, right, George? I think when they are in their peak form, it's so beautiful to watch the game because they're just going all guns blazing, all sides of the park, and the ball's just flying. And it's wonderful to see that, not as a bowler, but then as a batsman. We enjoy seeing that, right? So, anyway, as you said, hopefully we can see that change tomorrow, and a win under the belt.
oh my God! So for once, other than RCB, we have a united house, and let's see what's going to happen tomorrow. So, let's see. Okay. Anyhow, so I think that should be it from us. We do miss Will. Hopefully, he'll be back tomorrow. I think that's it from us. So keep the pulse racing, keep the love coming. I would expect more comments, likes, shares, please. Helps us understand ourselves better, understand what you need better, and maybe we will end up doing better as well. So that's it from me. Adios. Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Have a nice evening, everyone. Good night.